If you're an Etsy seller with a day job, you probably have no idea what you are actually making after Etsy take its cut. Etsy's fee structure is confusing on purpose. There is the listing fee, the transaction fee, the payment processing fee, and if you are running offsite ads, that's another 12 to 15% on top. So by the time you add it all up, that $20 sale, you might be keeping only like $14. And if you don't track it, you owe taxes on money you never really had. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the Etsy shop income and tax tracker from BlissBalance Studio, a Google Sheet tool built specifically for Etsy seller who still have a 9 to 5 and need to know exactly what their shop is making and what Etsy is taking and what they owe at tax time, which is only for information purpose, educational purpose only. This is not tax advice, so always consult with a tax expert. But let's get right into it. So here is everything that is included. You have got the instruction tab, then the setting tab, and then you do also have where you can configure everything at once. The 12-month, January through December, you do have the annual dashboard, and then you also have the tax tab. So you do have 16 tabs in total. And then the 5 things that we are going to go through will be the setting tab, because that's where everything else will kind of come from. So the first thing to do is you can put your name. The name of this is a fictional shop, so all these numbers are not real, just for demonstration purpose only. And then you have the tax year, and then solo proprietor for your business type. When you come to section B, it's your Etsy fee rate. So they are preloaded with the correct 2026 rates, the 20 cents listing fee, the 6.5 transaction fee, and then you do also have the 3% sale price, and then the 25 cents per transaction updated their fee structure. So if you don't need to change, these unless Etsy update their fee structure. So section C, it does have your offsite ad setting, and then if your shop make less than $10,000 a year, then your rate is 12%. However, if it does make more than 10,000, that will be 15%. So whichever apply to you here. Section D here, you can see that section D for you is where you put your tax rate. So the federal income tax rate is preset to 22%, which is the bracket most people in the 50K to 89K income have. So you do have that set up for you. Update this to match your actual bracket, and then the self-employment tax rate is set to 14.1. Actually 15.3 times 92.35, which is equal to 14.13, and that math is done for you. So you can also enter your state income tax, and then if you have a day job with tax already being withheld from your W2 paycheck, you can also know that here, where that it actually won't change the quarterly tax calculation, but it's useful reference when you are figuring out what you still owe. So now for the part that you will use every month. So each month has its own tab, and at the top you have got a live summary. As you can see, the gross sale, the total fee, the net profit, the number of sale, and then also the average sale price. These update automatically as you log entry below. So here you can put in whatever you sold, your product listing name, the price that you sold it for. If you have any shipping, this is a digital product, so there is no shipping charge. And then you do have those listing transaction fee update for you automatically, which give you the net profit already included. To log a sale, of course, you will fill in the 4 blue column over here. You fill in the column C for the sale product that you saw, the product name exactly as it appeared on your Etsy shop. Column D, you will fill in the price that the buyer paid, and then column E, if you do ship anything, you can put in your shipping fees. And then if you have any offsite ad running, you can also put in yes or no. So the N for no, if you put yes, you will also see the offsite ad fee add on automatically, and then calculate your net profit as well. So as soon as you enter those, everything is calculated automatically. The listing fee, that's the 20 cents here. You also see the transaction fee at 6.5%. Then also the shipping step, if you do have any. Payment processing is at 3% and with the 25 cents as well. And if you type the offsite ad fee calculate using the radius set in settings. So total fee appear here in red, and then because there are money leaving your packet, your net profit to sale appears in green. You just do this for every sale in the month, takes about 30 seconds per entry, and then you are good to go. Each month with the total row adds everything up, and then your gross sale for the month, every fee category broken out, and your total net profit here. No formula, no need to write any math or do any math at all. So everything is done for you. The annual dashboard is where you see the full picture. So at the top, your annual gross sale, the total fee paid, and then also your net profit for Etsy, and then the total number of sales. So you kind of have a good preview of how you did in the year, and then also the average net sale for each of your products. This pulled directly from all the 12-month tabs, so you don't enter anything here. It's all automated. So this is really your vision, the board that you kind of see which month are your strongest, where are your fee eating the most. Is December as really good as it's supposed to be, or are offsite ad cutting into your holiday margin? This table will show you everything. And then if you move down to section C, you do have your top product analysis. So this one you fill it in, and then you put in the listing, the number of units sold, and then also your gross revenue. Also, you can have like a big pictures to see what happened during that month, and then the gross revenue each one brought in. So the tracker estimates your net revenue after fees and show each product as a percentage of your total annual income. So as you can see here, fast product is 23%. So this really shows you that this is one of the strongest product in your shop that is bringing 20% of the income. This is the most important strategic view in the whole tracker because it tells you which listing is really actually driving your business and which one look good on paper but leaves you almost nothing after the fees. External is what make this tracker different from a basic income log. Here section A give you your annual income summary, your gross sale, your Etsy fees, and also your net Etsy income after fee. So you kind of have a big picture of what you made. Then it calculated also the self-employment tax deduction you are allowed to take. And then that's 50% of the self-employment tax, which reduces your taxable income and shows you your actual taxable net income after deduction over here. So this is the number that matters for taxes, not your gross or sales, not even your net after fee. So your taxable net after the self-employment deduction, that's kind of what you have here. Also section B here is the quarterly tax estimator. Again, this is an estimator. Also always reach out to a tax expert, your accountant, to have the exact number. But if you are making money on Etsy as a self-employed seller, the IRS expect you to pay estimated tax 4 times a year, so not just in April. Also, the due date are pre-filled here in Q1 is due on the 15, 2 on June 16, 3 on September 15, and then Q4 on January 15 of the following year. So for each quarter, the tracker pulls your net income from those months and then also apply your federal income tax rate plus the self-employment tax rate, and then also your state tax, if any, and then tells you your total estimated due. So no calculator needed. If you miss this payment, the IRS can charge you an underpayment penalty, even if you pay everything in full by April. Also, always consult with your tax expert to have a better picture for your situation. But this tax is easy, so you don't get surprised, and then you have an idea of what is due. So the section C is your Schedule C deduction checklist. So these are the most common deduction for Etsy seller. Your Etsy fee are already auto populated from your monthly log. And as you fill in the rest, your home office, your software subscription, your Canva, phone, or really your internet advertising spend, education cost, everything, you can put the amount that you spend here, and those are your estimated deduction. Again, this is not a substitute for a tax professional, and there is a disclaimer at the top. So this means that you arrive at the tax appointment with everything already organized, which will also save you some time and money on prep time, and also make sure that you don't really miss anything. Full annual income and profit dashboard. So that's a full walkthrough, instruction setting, 12-month log, annual dashboard, tax center are working together, or in Google Sheet, no software subscription required. And you can also use Excel if that's your preferred file is for both. The link to get this tracker is in the description below. It's on XT through BlissBalance Studio, and you get 40% off your own. And you also, if you find this helpful, feel free to hit subscribe. I'll be covering practical financial tool for people who are building something on the side. We're also still working their 9 to 5. So new video coming up every 2 video a week. So if you have got question, please comment down below. I will be sure to read all your comments.